Hey everyone, it's Dorcas and welcome back to my channel. Now it has been a long time since I last uploaded a video, but I will share all the things that I've been up to these past few years, what I've done, where I've gone in a separate video. For today, I thought we would go on a little stationery tour through Brooklyn. Now, a few weeks ago, I met up with a friend and we went to this art/craft market that was taking place in DUMBO. And after that, we went to a stationery coffee shop in Williamsburg. And then after that, I went to a very well-known and beloved stationery store in Greenpoint. Now, if you are exhausted just listening to all that, trust me, I was absolutely wiped out by the time I got home. But I hope that you enjoy this little trek through Brooklyn, and at the end of the video you'll get to see the haul that I got to bring home. So why don't we go? Whenever I decide to go into Brooklyn, I try to squeeze in all of the things while I'm there because it takes me a really long time to get there from where I live, and so I want the trip to be worth my while. To kick things off, I met up with my friend at a restaurant in DUMBO called Superfine. Now, DUMBO stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge, for those who are not local to New York City. And I'd never been to this restaurant, but I love the look of it, the vibe, and the food was actually really good. And then we walked over to the Sunny Day Market, and I was not totally surprised that the line was super long. And this was just half of it because the line also wrapped around this other corner for a second entrance. And once inside, there was just people everywhere. It was a little bit overwhelming, not gonna lie, but we still managed to get around, kind of snake our way around the crowds and get to see so many awesome vendors. This was the first one that I checked out because I had seen them on Instagram and I really wanted to get one of their cute little animal ceramics. I mean, how cute are these? So yeah, definitely one of these had to come home with me. And I got to discover a bunch of other ceramic artists. Now, the stickers were aplenty at this market. There were stickers everywhere. And I was just trying to get a peek. Some of the vendors were just so crowded that I could only take a little peek around people to see what they had. But there was just so many to choose from. It was hard to focus on just one. And not only were there stickers, there were keychains, there were tote bags, so many tote bags. I kind of wish I had brought a larger tote bag, but my smaller tote bag was probably for the best because then I didn't have to fill it all the way up. There was washi tape, there were just art prints, and then more and more vinyl stickers of all shapes and sizes. Now, I ended up getting something from Meow Cherry, some vinyl stickers that you'll see later on. They had a little deal there, so of course I had to get enough in order to get my free sticker. But there were just other vendors that, maybe not entirely my vibe, but still caught my eye that, I will definitely keep in mind for future gifts. And here you have some options for the cat obsessed. Sonia Lee or Lee, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. They were a vendor at Yoseka Stationery Fest in summer of 2024, and I love their artwork, love their illustration style, and I had bought some vinyl stickers from them and used them in this year's planner, so I had to rebuy them to replace them, but I bought some new ones as well. From Aubrey was another ceramic artist who her pots were so cute, and I almost got a mug as well, but I love the little sad faces for some reason. They were so expressive and I just needed to get one. Okay, so how cute is this story bag with a little pouch for your plushie? It's so cute. I did not get it though, but super cute, and I've been thinking about it since. I also stocked up on some stickers and some vinyls here. They were also at Yoseka Stationery Fest last year, so I remember them and wanted to check out what new things they had. Massobeats was a new to me vendor artist, and I love their artwork. It's so bright and colorful, and I wanted all of them, especially the Metro card, because we are saying goodbye to it in New York City this December. We had some textile artists, some crochet amigurumi objects, and more keychains and plushies. And some anime influences at the market as well. More textiles, crochet, knitted bags and pouches, more tote bags and plushies. Some vendors had charms and jewelry, which is a little different than the majority of the vendors there. And then there was also more, t-shirts, apparel with the artist's work. The venue also had a little coffee shop area, which was nice because it was hot in there. After we left the market, we popped into Usagi, which is a space that combines art gallery with bookshop, with a cafe, with kind of a co-working space, and there's also a shop component to it. So, in the middle of people sipping their coffees or working on their laptops, there's also a ton of great gifts and items, stationery, pottery, just all kinds of awesome things in this little space. They're just really creative ceramics and cups and mugs, art prints, candles that smelled amazing. And more cats. There's cats everywhere. So while this wasn't on my initial to-visit list, it was a nice little bonus space that now I'll add to my list of places to visit the next time I'm in Brooklyn. And on to our next location. So I was initially going to take the bus from DUMBO over to Williamsburg for our next spot, but my friend suggested that we hop on the ferry and go up the East River to Williamsburg, and since I rarely get a chance to take the ferry, I figured why not. And so after passing under not one or two, but 3 bridges, we finally arrived at our destination in Williamsburg. Loaf on Paper, a coffee shop slash stationery store that just opened at the beginning of the summer by the owners of Nico Neko Zakaya, a stationery shop that's in the Lower East Side. And this one is much larger than their other space, and the gifts here are just so cute. It was really hard not to want to take the whole shop back home with me. So while the coffee shop is in the front part of the space, the stationery store is in the last half. And so you have this space where if you're just coming here to shop, you can go straight to the back, and that's where you'll find, all things paper, notebooks, stickers, washi tape, gifts, all kinds of things. I also really loved just the presentation of the items that they were selling. They had these sweet little cupboards and cabinets and just nooks, tables, just everything. The whole vibe of the space was just airy and cozy, and it was beautiful. They had tons of stamps as well as ink pads. They had candles and little coin purses, soaps, what have you. I probably wanted the little cabinets as much as I wanted the washi tape that were within them, because I love all of that kind of old-timey wood. And these crocheted plushies were just so sweet, all handmade, and they'd be great for kids, but I almost feel like they're just too precious for a child, that I would just want to keep it for myself. And in the center of the stationery shop, they had all kinds of notebooks, as well as ceramics and pots and mugs and all kinds of other home decor. They also had travelers' notebooks and inserts, as well as accessories. Oh, and they also had a wall of greeting cards as well as tote bags. And I almost got a tote bag with Loaf on paper on it, but I refrained. And for those who are into watercolors, Loaf on paper has you covered. They've got different Kuretake paints, they have inks, they didn't have a lot of fountain pens. They probably had more basic ones, or those on the lower price range. But if you're just looking for gel pens or roller balls, they definitely had cups of those. So after all of that browsing and shopping, we needed a little bit of a sustenance break. So we decided to sit down at the coffee shop area, which was really hard to get a seat because there's only so many tables and chairs, and so we had to kind of stalk until we found a spot. But we decided to order some fruity teas as well as like a sesame seed marble cake, which was really, really good. After parting ways with my friend, I took the bus up to Greenpoint, which is just north of Williamsburg, and attended Yoseka Stationery's A Space Walk event. Now this was in collaboration with Tono and Lim, which is a Japanese ink company that has these events across Asia and Japan. And so at this event we had the opportunity to test out their different inks, and they had like 200 inks at this place, and I'm really happy that I got here at the very tail end of the event around 6:30, because I heard that earlier in the day at the beginning it was absolutely packed and you barely had space to swatch these inks. Now at this point in the day I was so exhausted that I kind of just wanted to go in, kind of tap in and swatch some inks. I grabbed whatever looked interesting and swatched a few to figure out if I wanted to take any of them home. And now the event had 4 exclusive inks that were only going to be available at this Yoseka event, including Yoseka Moss and Brooklyn Haze. The other 2 were scented inks. I know one was a lavender one, but I decided to forego those in favor of the Yoseka Moss and Brooklyn Haze. And then I got another one as well, but I will show you that later. And so with that, my day around Brooklyn came to an end, and I was very happy to be making my way back home. So now that you've seen all the fun places that I went to around Brooklyn, I figured let's do a little haul so you can see exactly what I got at each of those different locations. Move this out of the way. Make some space. So the first vendor that I checked out when I got to the Sunny Day Market was a little shop called Kurimi, and it's this young woman who creates the cutest little animal ceramics, and I decided that I just needed to get one. Sorry for the crinkling. And I saw this little guy. I just needed to have him, also because he was on the cheaper side. But how cute is he with his little hat? And it came very well wrapped, but I have already unwrapped it. But the cutest thing about all of her little animals, her little ceramic animals, and she had cats, she had dogs, I think she had other animals, but I was just focused on the dogs because I'm a dog person. But inside all of them are little adoption papers. So you can see that this one's name is Speck, and he was created on May 16, 2025. And characteristics are a sunburnt face, does not believe in sunscreen, swims in rivers, and loves frogs. Now I am going to use this to have it on my desk and hide little trinkets, maybe little office supplies, what have you. And he's just gonna be keeping me company during the workday. Super cute. Now, another ceramic artist that I found at Sunny Day Market is from Aubrey. And sorry for the crinkles. But look at this. Isn't it so cute? It's so cute. I might or might not use it for a plant. I mean, it has the hole there ready for it, but it's probably also gonna live on my desk so that I can see it every day. Or maybe I'll just put a little succulent so that I can stare at the sad little face over my workday. So I just got a new desk, and so I'm really excited to just decorate it with the things that bring me joy, even though it's a sad face, but just lots of creativity and color, and this is definitely one of those things now. I also got something else from Aubrey, and it's just this cute little tiny bowl. No idea what I'm gonna use it for, maybe just as decor, but I just absolutely love her work. It's so whimsical and sweet, and yeah, I just needed to have this. I totally forgot something else I got from Kurimi. Just this other little cute thing. It was all very well packaged. And it's another little cute dog. With his little strawberry on his head. He just looks like a little lump, but he's so cute. So some other things that I got from the Sunny Day Market, the rest were majority stickers. So I got this from Meow Cherry. So I'll just go through some of the stickers that I got. They had, like, you know, get a certain amount and then you get the another one for free. So I got this, which cute little office supplies, little kitties with office supplies. I got this set. I'm tired artist. I'm serious artist. I'm hungry artist. And I'm happy artist. So I needed to get all 4 of those. And then I also got literally just a girl, and then literally just a guy. and this rainbow kitty. Not a huge cat person, but you know, these are adorable, so I guess I can make an exception, but its hologram is really cute. And then I got this Totoro one for free. I could choose, but I just went with Totoro. And this is her, or their handle, in case you want to follow them. Now another shop I went to see was Sonia. Now Sonia was at Yoseka Stationery Fest last summer, and I got these stickers, got one of them, Trust the Process, and I put it in my planner this year because, you know, team use all the things. But after I used it, I'm like, oh, I wish I had kept it. So I definitely had to stock up so that I can use one, save one. Or what I do also is use washi tape to stick it onto my planner so that then I can just peel it off and reuse them. And then I got a set of 3 sets of stickers. I love her illustration style. And then we've got this, cameras. Can I just say also, filming during the market was so stressful because it was packed. There were so many people around. I was trying to be respectful, not be in anyone's way, and still get the footage that I needed. And then I got these kind of nature inspired or Monet inspired stickers, which are also very cute. And it's from really good vinyl. Like her stickers are pretty high quality. Like they're quite thick, so which is really nice because they're durable. So it was Sonia Lee. Next, so this is, I can't remember the name of the artist or the name of the shop who had this washi tape, but it's from the Washi Station. And the Washi Station, I know from last year's Stationery Fest, they get designs and illustrations from artists from all over and sell their designs on washi tapes. And the few that I have from Washi Station are pretty much this stamp style washi, because I am a sucker for stamp washi. Now let me see how big this roll is. I think we get up to here. So this is the full roll. And it's all stationery, snail mail inspired illustrations, which is really cute. And I will definitely be adding some of this to mail that I'll send to my pen pals whenever I get around to sending mail to my pen pals, because I've been definitely slacking on that front. Sorry, pen pals. Next up is this little shop that is also new to me from Sunny Day. All of these have been from the Sunny Day market. And this is Massobeats, I think is how you pronounce it. Massobeats. And I loved her illustration. It's kind of like street art, graffiti, super bright and colorful. This is her business card. Super, super cool, vibrant, New York style, or New York inspired artwork. So I had to get a few postcards for those pen pals who I never write to, it seems. So I got this one, the New York illustrations. Got this one because, you know, the whole world is on fire right now. And then I got these as well. Of course, one to use, one to save. But since we are uh, about to say goodbye to the Metro card, I definitely needed to have these little like mini art prints. Maybe I'll put one up by my desk and save the other one or put it in my planner, but I could not say no to this. And she had, you know, magnets, I believe key rings, like a bunch of different things with this Metro card illustration, as well as larger prints. Now these are also a few more stickers that I bought from Massobeats, and some little vinyl stickers. Got this little chicken that has quite a lot to say. Coffee cup, even though I don't drink any coffee, and of course had to get a miniature version of these little stickers, little Metro card stickers. Super cute. Again, obsessed with her art style, so I'm definitely going to give her a follow and possibly get a few more things from her shop soon. And the lighting is definitely changing as the sun's setting over here, but after I got these things from Sunny Day Market, my friend and I went to the to Loaf and Paper, like I saw, and I went to their little stationery cafe shop. Now Loaf and Paper is owned by the same owners of Nico Neko Sakaya, which is in the Lower East Side, and maybe a month ago they opened up a stationery shop that's half stationery, half coffee shop, you know, with pastries and really yummy drinks and, you know, just treats. And then in the back of the shop they have a stationery store. So some of the things that I got from there include these massive vinyls. So of course had to get the corgi, and then I also got this possum, which is very cute. I also got another stamp style washi paper. Now I had a different style. This is from Black Milk Project, and I've had their other designs, and so when I saw this one, I obviously needed to add it to the collection. Let's open it. So you can see, let's unravel some of it so you can see kind of all the designs that are in this particular style. Make sure I'm in the frame. There we go. And let's see. Here we go. Now I love these. They're like very soft. And the one I had is a bunch of, you know, kind of dreamy girls, and they're in, you know, clouds holding notebooks, and I'll kind of go this way. And it's, you know, the palette is the same, very muted, soft colors. And I think the roll ends here. So it's just very pretty, little, cute little houses. Okay, I'll put that aside. I also got this from Black Milk Project, and it's called Dream. And just sweet little pictures, you know, watercolors. And then this one has gold foiling, which you can see here. Kind of like, you know, nature farm vibes. But I love the gold foiling on it. It's just very simple, tiny little details. Since I write really small, I tend to go for smaller stickers. Then, you know, I do have some big ones clearly. When I have nothing to write that day, I'll just kind of slap a sticker on there and be done with it. And then I saw this right when I was about to check out. This little camping watercolor workbook. I'm trying to get back into painting watercolors, just creativity, and I will will take all the help I can get. So this one has, you know, little watercolor basics, how to mix colors, but then the workbook has, you know, lightly drawn illustrations. Hopefully you can see it with the sun, and just so you have a basic outline to follow when you're following the color palette and the instructions, so you're not kind of starting from scratch. But these are all camping style, but they had one on animals. I'm trying to think of the other one. There was one on farm, so this was camping. They had one on the farm, and I can't remember the other ones. Okay, now after I went to Loaf on paper, I took the bus up into Greenpoint for the final stop of the stationery tour around Brooklyn, because Yoseka was having its a spacewalk event. Now this is in collaboration with Tono and Limbs, which it's an ink company, and they had, I mean, it was a crap ton of inks, and it was very overwhelming, and I didn't even know where to start. Thankfully, by the time I got there at 6 p.m., the place was practically empty, and so I was able to swatch whatever I wanted. But at that point, I was so exhausted that I just kind of, to be honest, just kind of swatched whatever looked good, did my thing, got a few things, and just wanted to get back home. So I will show you the inks that I got. I got these 3 inks. I got Brooklyn Haze and Yoseka Moss, which were 2 of the 4 exclusive inks that they had, as well as this one, Osaka, but I feel like this is Osaka something because they had a couple that had the same name, so I think that's just the name of the line, because these both have New York on it. But the packaging was really cute, and some of them, like the boxes were different depending on what the line was, but I will open them up just so you can see. So this one's Brooklyn Haze, and I will show you the swatches for these. Brooklyn Haze, Yoseka Moss. I'm a sucker for a good green, so I could not say no to that one. And Osaka, but not quite sure which one it is. Okay, and this is the paper that I used to swatch the inks while I was there. So just so you can see. So this is Yoseka Moss, Brooklyn Haze, which could be a great for daily writing. And then I was just gonna take these 2, but at the last minute I saw, you know, just different shading in the Osaka ink, and so I actually went back to get that 3rd one. And the nice thing is, when I was paying for everything, they put in a bunch of freebies. So, you know, I got a bunch of stickers, and I actually got a bunch of those pins. So I'll definitely be, you know, spreading the love and sharing them. These 2 are different. This one says, let's see if you can see it. Yeah, it just says a spacewalk 2025 summer New York with Yoseka. And then this one, and this one has the little Yoseka bear with the Yoseka outfit or apron. And then this one says the same thing, but it has the Brooklyn Bridge and the little bear. So yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. I mean, it was a lot, and it was a fun time, but I was definitely exhausted by the end of it all, because Brooklyn is a far journey for me, and so I was glad that I was able to squeeze in all of this stationery fun and kind of geeking out with my friend over all things pen and stickers and washi tape. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely try and upload another video soon. I have some fun events coming up. I'll be going to the DC fountain pen super show in a week, and then at the end of August I'll be going to the San Francisco pen show. So really excited about that. Hopefully I get to film some footage and not feel overwhelmed, because those are two of the largest pen shows in the world. So hopefully I can make that happen for you. All right, well, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.